Paparuru, I'm going to fix this car by myself. One man, and I will turn this into a proper Ferrari. Patak-tum boom, patak-tum boom, patak-tum boom, patak-tum boom. Welcome to another video, guys. I'm Mr. Brick City, and today I'm looking at just finished halfway through doing the Ferrari Lego Speed Champions F40. I'll give you a little view, see how far I've got to. I've done the more half of it, so this is what it looks like when you're halfway. Most of the bodywork's done. Got this, and this is the top view of the car so far. Cockpit's ready and all this stuff. So, I'll show you a few quick tips of how to tackle this set. First things first, let's open the booklet and get right into it. We start off with this piece of the base. First thing we do, very unique piece, this one. The undercarriage of it, and it's the base. It's smooth on the bottom side, so you won't be able to attach anything onto this bit, unfortunately. So that's the way it is. And then I've also, you notice that there's only room for one minifigure in the cockpit of the car, as most of the Lego Speed Champions Lego sets, there's normally only one room per minifigure, even though the F40 is a sports car that has 2 seats. But as moving on to the number 9 stage, we have, just remember that these two pieces don't connect to each other. The front part goes there and the black part goes into the back bit there. It's a little bit confusing, could be, for some people like me. And also on the next page is number 10. Don't be looking frankly and getting worried looking for this part. That's just the preview of what you're going to build next, so don't worry about that too much. Just find that one and continue on from there, and that's what this final section of what it should look like. And then we'll move on to the page number 11, and we should be able to find the first of the unique pieces. And the unique piece on this number 11 is these like fang like pieces. These ones, I've seen them before, and they'll be these bits here that go under the carriage. So I was wondering, I was looking at the box, looking at the photo, like where do these fang pieces work, but they're underneath, and I guess it's just to give it that added protection on the bottom. The 3 sides piece, number 14. There are these pieces here. There are some that are just 2 connectors on, but you need to make sure you get the 3 connectors, one for that piece. So as long as you get that right, it should be fine. And then we'll move on to number 19, which is a bit where you finish the preview section I was just talking about, and then you have to connect it to the main body together. Just be careful, because when you get to this stage, it's not as sturdy. It's only only one connector on there, so it can easily be taken apart if you're not too careful. So be careful at that point. And then of course, as soon as you turn the next page, there are connecting pieces to connect them both together, and they're connected via the wheels, the wheel caps. these big wheel pieces. That's what connects the actual base to the front bonnet. Moving on to number 21, and this you will get the Lego Speed Champions classic pieces, a little bit more extra blocky, like to suit the F40, and that's to suit the blocky style of the Ferrari F40. And they call them the grill pieces, and most Lego Speed Champions fans should be familiar with those pieces because they are quite famous. Well, let's see at the moment. 21. And just be careful on this point as well when connecting this number 5 piece here to the actual car, because these little tiny single pieces, if you can see if I can find it there, these single pieces here, some of them do have the Ferrari badge on there, so be careful not to put the Ferrari badge onto that one. This one's completely just a plain red one. That's what you need to look for, but there are a few ones that have the badge on them, and they'll be for another piece of the set later. Will be one of the frame ones. And then moving on to the last bit of this halfway through section, well, the tricky part is this number 22. So yeah, you might be a little bit panicked thinking, how do we put this on? Just remember that the green arrow is pointing to the black piece, and you're connecting that to that, and that will sit there. So just be careful for that one. And so far the build is going brilliantly. It's a very cool build on this version, and that will be the end of the video, and I'll be back making a part 2 of the build and finally completing this Ferrari F40 Lego Speed Champions. And I can't wait to get these wheels on, getting the bodywork, getting the cockpit on, the bonnet, the iconic Ferrari bonnet with them classic lights. Absolutely gorgeous car, always has, probably my favourite supercar of all time. And I'll catch you on the next one. Latest.